Hey guys, it's Carnifex, another Nerd This video. Today I'm going to describe how the inaugural Dragon Champions Fantasy Tournament is going to work. It's going to be 80 of your favorite content creators for Dragon Champions coming out. We're going to be doing a draft this Saturday. That's in 2 days at 5 p.m. GMT. That's a little earlier in the morning for the U.S. peeps, and it's a little later in the evening the farther you go east in Europe. So be kind of all over the place, but it should be a really fun time. We're going to have webcams up, all that jazz. So how is this thing going to work? Well, we're having teams of 6, and we're going to be doing this live draft in that morning. So this kind of type of draft is called a snake draft, and you'll see why it's called a snake draft in just a little bit. But basically at the beginning of the stream, we're all going to be assigned picks 1 through 8 because there are 8 of us competing. First person who gets pick number 1 will go first, second, third, fourth. If a character's been taken, it is no longer on the board. You cannot take it. Maybe I'll zoom in a little bit if it's a little hard to see these numbers here. So as you can see, it went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But then it's not really fair to Team 8, right? That Team 8 had to pick after 7 other characters were already off the board. So they're actually going to pick number 9 right after that 8. And then Team 7, they told them miss 6, they're going to get 10, etc. So as you can see, it kind of sneaks back and forth like this along the draft board. Now we're drafting 6 champions because we have 1 substitution. There might be some circumstances, particularly as you get to kind of those picks 4 through 6, where one of the characters might be really easily countered by a character on someone else's team. You might have a substitution that will work better for you. So in between any fight in a round, you can switch out for and sub. Teams will be limited to only it's going to be a best of 2 out of 3, right? So if you win the first 2 matches, great, you won the round, you're moving on. If each team wins one of the first 2 rounds, and we're gonna have people take turns on defense because we all know that crud is rigged. Anyway, it's going to be a single elimination tournament. So as soon as a team has been eliminated, they're out, they done. They can come and have fun, but they will not be playing for the grand prize. So teams will be limited to choosing only up to 3 champions from a given race. So you can only choose 3 goblins, you can only choose 3 elves, 3 humans, etc. You can choose as many healers as you want, tanks as you want, whatever. But particularly with those, we didn't want it to just end up being a goblins versus elves versus orcs, etc. We didn't want teams to kind of like end up that way and a couple people kind of just get shafted without that. So that was to prevent that and just to give us some more interesting combinations. All characters will fight with max abilities at gear 11, but with no runes. So we would be taking these runes off of Amara, and other than that, she's good to go. She's, well, no, we need to bump her up to level 80, wouldn't we, right? So they're going to be level 80, gear 11, and max abilities with no runes. So we're really going to have to pay attention to what are those base stats without any runes to help us out. It's going to be run on auto, with no targeting possible. So there. The matches will be run on auto, each team taking a turn on defense for the first 2 rounds, and the coin flip to decide defender for tiebreaker. Again, players may make substitutions between the first and second match and second and third match. We can either have Victor declare substitutions first or have it be a blind selection. We'll figure it out. But anyway, that's how it's going to be rolling. There is one exception to the picking. We have every single character available. However, we are not allowing the Zera leadership in this fight. I did some testing, and basically just any kind of reasonable team you could expect the first pick to get just smoked people, because that leadership really does dramatically cut the effectiveness of the AI against it. So she will still be available, but she will not be able to be placed in the leader slot. I'm going to be commentating / hosting for any tournament match that's not mine. And then there's going to be a substitution during my matches. We're going to release official match videos on my channel, but all the other content creators are going to be creating content for these matches, whether it's like, replays or whatever. That's all up to them, and that's one of the great things about this collaboration is that everyone's going to be free to produce their own content videos as well. So you're going to find stuff on, Dragonlaw Gaming's channel, Zeri's channel, Hell Hades' channel. There's a bunch of different channels you're going to be able to find stuff on. I think it's going to be a really fun deal. So anyway, that's how it's going to be working. Look forward to seeing any of you guys who are able to join in the live draft, to criticize us, to compliment us, whatever the case may be. But I hope you guys are having a good one, and I look forward to putting out these videos and getting the tournament going.